What's up, ladies? It's Dr. Connie. Today we are sitting down and having a conversation about how to get started with your weight loss journey. This is a question that I get all the time, and I want to make sure that you walk away with all the steps, all the things that you need to know to get started with your weight loss journey, to find the motivation, to start losing some weight, and to ultimately reach your weight loss goals. So before we dive right in, what I need you to do is hit that like and subscribe button, and then grab your pen and your paper because we're about to learn a lot. Let's jump right in. So the first thing that you need to do before we do anything, this is the most important. I need you to map out a plan. A lot of times, a lot of women will jump right in and just start going to the gym. They'll do too much too soon. It's not sustainable, and that's how they end up losing the motivation, staying in that cycle where they're starting and stopping, and then you look up and it's been months down the line and you're back at the starting point again. The key thing is mapping out a plan. Get realistic with your schedule. A lot of the busy professional women that I work with, they're busy. They got a lot going on. They're limited on time, whether it's because of work or the kids, the spouse. There's just a lot of things going on. So the first thing, when you map out this plan, get realistic with yourself. How many days in the week can I realistically work out? I'll use this person for an example. She only has 3 days a week to work out. We know Monday, Wednesday, Friday, she can work out. If Wednesdays get super busy, we may move that to a weekend workout, but we know solid, at least we can get 3 days in. Cool. That's the beginning of her plan. The next steps, how much time do you actually have available for your plan? Okay, I know I can work out 3 times, but how much time am I actually going to work out? You may be someone that has 30 minutes, or you may be someone who has 45 minutes to an hour. Knowing how much time you have really determines what exercises you're going to do. Because I see it all the time, especially in the beginning of the year, whenever anyone goes to the gym, it's the same exercises. You're going to do the treadmill, you'll do the elliptical, the bike, then you'll do about 3 to 4 machines. I always see people do the one where you push. They may do some curls and then squats, and they get up out of there. The leg press, right? We have to get very intentional, because if you only have a limited amount of time, you have to be super intentional with what you're doing. You got to be super intentional with the exercises that you pick. Let's build this person out. I have 3 days a week that I can work out. I got about 45 minutes that I can work out for these 3 days. Cool, now I have my plan. Dr. Connie, what am I supposed to do? We're gonna talk about it. So this is how you build out your plan. The first thing, I keep it simple. I say, if we know we're gonna go in 3 days a week, Monday, we're gonna do all the exercises in the front of our body. Super simple, don't overcomplicate it. That is your biceps, the front of your thighs, your abs if you got time, your shoulders, the front of your shoulders, your chest. So focus on all the exercises in the front of your body on Mondays. I'll give you the sets and reps at the end. On Wednesdays, pick all the muscles in the back of your body. Again, keep it super simple. That's where you're working on your back, your glutes, your calves. You can work on different aspects of your glutes as well. And then on Fridays, that's where we get real creative, and that's where we do the exercises that we may have wanted to do during the week, but we didn't have the time. What about cardio, Dr. Connie? What am I gonna do when it comes to my cardio? What am I gonna do when it comes to the things that I need to do? Because I hear cardio is how you burn calories. Cardio is how you lose weight. It's important, but if you only have 3 times a week to work out, 9 times out of 10, you're already doing a bunch of cardio. So what I need you to focus on is more exercises with weights, more exercises where you're really challenging your muscles. If we have additional time, let's do some cardio. We can do cardio on the Tuesdays and the Thursdays if we have some additional time. Or on our Mondays and Wednesdays, we'll allocate 10 more minutes at the end and do some cardio if you love cardio. But really want to make sure you're prioritizing strength training in the beginning. The last part of this, with mapping out our plan, specifically when it comes to exercising, mapping out that plan, sets and reps. In the beginning, your body's really going to respond to just about anything because you haven't worked out. You can do 3 sets of 15. I always say 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. That's going to put you in a good place where you're burning, you're toning, you're feeling good, and you're not overdoing it. Over time, as the weight gets easy, you're going to increase the weight. But if you're able to stay in that 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps, you'll feel good. Soreness will happen, of course, but you'll feel good in the beginning. As you progress along in your journey, you are going to have to get more specific with the exercises that you do, more specific with the sets and the reps and the weight selection, because what's going to work for you to lose a bunch of weight in month 1 is not going to work for you to lose a bunch of weight in month 2. Quick intermission before we move on to the next part of this video. If you have not heard, I created a journal called Graceful Gains, Daily Reflections for Faith and Fitness. I truly believe this journal will help you in your journey, whether you're starting out or you're already in the thick of your weight loss journey. This journal will make sure that you are doing the daily habits that support weight loss. You're growing in faith, you're growing closer to God, and ultimately you're transforming your life. Be sure to look at the description to grab that link and go ahead and grab yourself a copy of this book. I am super excited. I put my heart and my dedication and my hard work into this one. Super excited for you to grab a copy. If you already did grab a copy, please let me know in the comments what your thoughts were, how it changed your life. Let's go. All right, let's get back to it. So let's talk about nutrition. This is the next area that people really struggle with. And before we dive into, because I know you're already thinking, Doc, just tell me what to eat, when to eat it, how to eat it, and I'm gonna lose the weight. It's not that simple. A lot of times when people go into nutrition, they always want to cut out everything. And I need you to think addition before subtraction. Carbs aren't bad for you. Sugar isn't bad for you. Fats and oils, certain oils, they're not bad for you. Everything has to happen in moderation. I don't want you to feel like you're super restricted and you can't eat the things that you want to eat or enjoy your life because of your diet. Make sure that you are following these guidelines that I'm about to provide you. The first thing, know your history. How did we get here in the first place? Because before we make any changes to our diet, we need to understand why we need to make certain changes. Let's say I want to lose 30 pounds. The reason I have a 30-pound weight loss goal is because I tend to overeat. Okay, so before I need to change the quality of the foods that I'm eating, I need to work on the quantity. How much I eat on a daily basis. So maybe I can do something as simple as getting a smaller plate, or practice more mindful eating where when I do eat, I drink water before I start my meal. I take multiple sips during my meal so that I end up eating less, because overconsumption is the reason that I have this weight loss goal in the first place. Or you could be on the other end of the spectrum where you're not eating enough. And if you're someone that isn't eating enough, we need to figure out ways for you to incorporate more food in your diet. So maybe that's eating more caloric dense foods where you like a smoothie for your breakfast. Cool. Add more protein to that smoothie. Add a couple more, add some avocados to increase the fat percentage of the smoothie. Add some oats to the smoothie to help you increase the caloric density of that food. And it doesn't feel as burdensome of, oh, now I have to eat this and eat this, and you feel bloated. Because for you, not eating enough is the reason we have the weight loss goal. So you really need to figure out where you end up first from a caloric standpoint to really know what direction to go first. Now that we know what we need to do with our calories, then we can get into the quality. For you to know how much protein, fats, carbs to eat. Protein is the one I'm going to focus on because that is the one that a lot of women, especially my busy professional women, y'all are lacking in the protein consumption. When it comes to protein, for you need to eat 0.8 to 1.2 grams per kilogram body weight. I'll repeat it, 0.8 to 1.2 grams per kilogram body weight. If you are starting your process and you don't necessarily exercise much, you're going to be on the lower end around that 0.8. But if you're an avid gym goer, you work out with weights, you're really getting after it, you're going to be more towards that 1.2 grams. It's going to vary depending on where you are, and your body will let you know if you need more protein. If you ever went to the doctor and they're telling you you're starting to look a little more frail, they want you to incorporate strength training, they want you to increase your protein intake. Or if you're exercising and you feel weak, you're having a lot of aches and pains, you're noticing extra flab in your body, we need to increase our protein intake significantly. Simple ways you can do that is a protein shake, or I'm gonna eat chicken and dinner for rice. What I'm gonna do is double up my chicken. Now I've increased my protein. I don't have to go shop for something else. It all falls in line with what I'm already doing. When it comes to building your plate, couple recommendations. I always tell everyone the protein, the vegetable, have a healthy fat, and then you have your carbs. And then when you're eating, go in that order. I'm gonna eat my protein, my vegetable, my healthy fat, and then I'm gonna eat my carbs. This ensures that we're getting the full spectrum of a well-balanced meal. A lot of us are carb heavy in our meals, and then we'll eat a little protein. You wanna make sure the protein and the vegetable are the stars of your meal, and then make sure you're having that healthy fat and having those carbohydrates. As you piece this thing together, over time, it takes some time. You gotta work at it, and you gotta really know your data, because a lot of us don't know our numbers. If I was to ask you, how many calories are you supposed to eat to lose weight? You wouldn't know. How much protein, fats, carbs are you supposed to eat to lose weight or to maintain the weight that you're at? No, most cases we don't know, so we have to do the research in knowing. In my weight loss program, we help our clients figure out those numbers to make things easier for you. Because at the end of the day, again, you're a busy professional, you got a lot going on. The last thing you need to do is figure these numbers out, where you can just have us figure it out for you, teach you how to do it, but then teach you how to really take those numbers and use it to reach your weight loss goal. All right, so the last thing that we're gonna touch on is motivation. And this one's gonna be quick, because if you've been watching this video and you haven't felt motivated already, we need to get it together. This is the last thing to help you feel motivated. What I need you to do is take a moment and write down your why. You wanna lose 30 plus pounds, 40, 50, 1,000 plus pounds, whatever. How is that gonna impact your life? What is that gonna change for you? Okay, I wanna lose 30 plus pounds so that I feel confident when I look in the mirror, my clothes fit different, I feel more comfortable in my skin, I have more energy because I'm carrying less weight. Cool, that is all your why. That's where your motivation is gonna lie. Rather than, I wanna lose 30 plus pounds, cool, but it's not deep enough to make you wanna wake up in the morning, get to bed early to be able to work out. Okay, you just got diagnosed, or your doctor told you you're pre-diabetic, or you're navigating, or you are a diabetic. That is your why. Because I need you to start thinking to yourself, if nothing changes, what's gonna happen? What's truly gonna happen to your lifestyle? What's truly gonna happen for your medical bills? What's gonna happen to you later down the line if nothing changes? Because we see it from the people around us, the stories that we hear, how diabetes can progress, or if diabetes isn't your thing, the other comorbidities that people have and how these things progress when they're not addressed. We can't keep pushing off our health and saying we'll get to it later, we'll work on it later. Now is the time. So what is your underlying why? Get deep, because that is how you truly transform your body. That is how you truly stay motivated and consistent with your weight loss goal. That's all I got for you. If you found this video helpful, I need you to do 3 things. I usually tell you to do 2. I need you to do 3 things. Number 1, in the comments, let me know one thing you learned from this video, and if this video was helpful in the first place, and I should do more of these. Number 2, be sure to like. Number 3, be sure to subscribe. Till next time, I truly hope you were able to learn and transform from this video. Peace.